Nick the Stick, yo.
Hey, Nick.
The pre-video gets you every time. Oh. Yeah. It's weird. I don't like the pre-video on Rumble. It's one thing I don't like. I'm just getting my coffee, guys, and then... Hey, Iceman is here. Ice, what's up, bro? Tula.
Hey, Ice.
Hey, Tula. Iceman, holy shit, man. I can't believe you're here. Good to see you, man. Give me a second to get my coffee, and we're going to be going here in less than 1 minute. Okay, I'm taking my time a little bit because we're rendering a video. It's going to be awesome, though. It's going to be well worth it because I think you guys are going to enjoy the video. So, Nick and Tula started the show today. I appreciate you guys so much for showing up and doing that. Give me a second here. Move some windows over, and we will hit the song.
Prepare yourself.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
Prepare yourself.
We are here.
Prepare yourself.
Line and take cash in your chips. You sniveling, whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Ringo or the woman in red. Don't fool yourself. It's all in your head. You're the mascot of the next century. Look in the mirrors, count insecurity. I bleed for you, my eyes burn. My point is no, cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed. I bleed.
Stupid, man. Close fucking browser windows to get the background working.
Fuck you, Michelle Bachman. Fuck you. Dying and dying. That's you breed. Let's hear it from your mouth. Fuck you, fucking Levi's jeans. Fuck you, Ben American. Fuck you. Sick of your lonesome little dick. Line and take cash in your chips. You still that whining, self-loathing hypocrite. Blame it on Rio or the woman in red. Levi's clothing company.
It starts with an F.
All right. All right, man. Hello, Trendies! Trendy Day and Cyber Reload reporting in live from Orlando, Florida, and Denmark. Home of Trendy has downers and all things trendy. We find me and you and hashtag Trendies on all forms of social media, especially on Rumble, which is the only website that gives us free speech. So if you honor free speech and you appreciate it, watch the show from Rumble. Don't watch it from anywhere else. They don't deserve you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on Rumble. And remember this, too. The last show, we got about an hour and a half in or 2 hours, and I said we're going to Rumble because I was getting hot. And I didn't want to get more strikes. So we all went to Rumble, and everything was fine. There were only 5 people watching on YouTube when I killed all the YouTubes and the Facebooks. 5 people. I was like, no love lost there, bro. It's nothing. That is nothing. Those 5 people, they can figure out how to get to Rumble, and we already had 40 or 50 people on Rumble. So you guys come to Rumble, stay on Rumble. Let me know if you ever have technical issues with Rumble so we can work through it and get that stuff fixed, because it's very important that I have free speech, that I can say what I want. When I need to go off, when I need to curse, when I need to call people names and be ugly and vulgar and go against the terms of service of Facebook and YouTube, we have Rumble for that. So come on over to Rumble, man. I love it. So I had a lot of fun today, and you guys are going to find out. Some of the fun was recorded, and some of the most fun I had, I wasn't even recording. I didn't even bring the camera with me because I wanted to see what the creek was going to be like with free hands. And I went down twice, and it was so much better. It was like, oh my goodness gracious, so much better with having both of my hands available and trying to paddle the boat with one hand. I mean, with 2 hands, you go like this, or like that, and it goes wherever you want it to go. With one hand, you're like, going upstream without an oar is what it's like. You're like, trying to rudder and use your foot, and if you touch the side of the bank with your hand, it totally starts you spinning and pushes you around. So it's like I'm learning I was thinking about using a stick to steady it, but anyhow, I want to say hello to each and every one of you, and I want to thank all of you guys for coming out on the show. Let me pop the chat out and bring that over here. And let me see, when I do this, am I able to recapture that popped out chat? I wonder. Nay served with eviction notice. Elon Musk is a great businessman. That might be it, actually. That one says chat. No, that one says chat. Chat. How awesome is that? Okay, cool. Let's just get Cyber out of there. Cyber, we lost you. Where are you, Cyber? There he is. We'll get Cyber out of there and bring him up here. Great. So let me say hello to all of you. There's a lot of you, and I can't tell you how excited and happy I am to see so many people here watching the show now, man. It makes me I want to do everything I can to keep you guys here. All right. So Nick the Stick, what's up? This pre-video gets you. Michael Haskey, what's up, buddy? Drewski, hello. I gotta let my cat outside, or it's gonna drive me crazy. You want to go outside? Hey Nate, everyone, hippie chick, flip it, cash it. Hey Nate, excited for your show. Thank you, buddy. I'm excited too. This is gonna be a good one. Hey Nate, everyone, I'm just getting ready to smoke. I planned for this one content for you guys. 40-minute boat rafting ride for you guys, and I timed it so that it would be rendering and almost ready by the time this video was rolling. So when we do a dab and we get whatever processed through here, the video should be processed on YouTube and we should be able to watch it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I have a feeling you guys are really going to like it. So and it's just more of the same. You know, it's more of the same thing, just going down the little creek. But while I was doing it, I realized how valuable that kind of content really is. The ASMR type shit. And as I was making it, I even made the comment, I was like, this is like ASMR creek rafting, you know, it's like so calm and quiet, and you can hear the waterfall, and you guys are going to dig it, man. You guys are going to dig it. I can't wait to watch it with you guys. So, hey brother, Drewski, Porta Johns, good evening. Hey buddy, flipping, okay. Excited for the show. Hey, everyone just getting ready to smoke. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Why not talk about it? Michael Haskey, is my messages showing up? No, Michael Haskey, your messages are not showing up. Good evening, Nay and Trendies. Les Peter Guitar Jam. Moo.
No.
And hi, he says to everybody. Billy Von Thornton. Notice he used the H-I-G-H spelling to mean we're going to be getting high on this show, yes. Billy Von Thornton, hey ho. Token Tony Z, hey Token Tony Z, good to see you back. Deer Slayer, hey Deer Slayer, what's up, man? Look, everybody's here, man. Rumble back up, wouldn't load earlier. Okay, well that's good to know. There's a problem with Rumble. I need to know about those. Load them up, says Deer Slayer. Hey Cyber, Token Tony Z, Tony Orca. All hail the greatest show on the internet. I love that, Orca. Thank you, buddy. Hippie Chick says, bullshit. Crispy Cat 407, hey buddy, is my message not being seen? Mike Hlasky, no, your messages are not showing up. Token Tony Z, we see you, I see you, awesome, thanks y'all. Loved how Nate explained how CNN used slutty dressed anchors to distract from the crap they were spewing. Trendy Orca. I don't know if it was that intentional, but thank you for saying that, Trendy Orca, thank you. Billy Bong Thornton, Crispy Cat, cheers. Billy Bong, Michael Haskey, I'm so ready for the video for sure. You trying to make me peanut butter and jealous? The rafting adventures, peanut butter and jealous, I like that. You guys are pretty funny. All right, auxiliary sensory meridian response. Auxiliary sensory meridian response. That's what ASMR stands for. Thank you, Tula. Auxiliary sensory meridian response. We've got... We've got Iceman here, guys. I'm really excited about that. Oh, Big Jim's coming over tomorrow, bro. Big Jim's coming over tomorrow. You want to come by? I don't know if you can come by. You're probably going to be at work, but it's in the early afternoon. Maybe you could take your lunch over here. I was hoping people seen my messages. Gonna have to come watch on Facebook or YouTube, I guess. Ha ha ha. No, we're seeing your messages, Michael. I'm joking with you. How am I reading your messages if I'm not seeing them? Of course, your messages are right here, Michael. They're on screen, bro. Come on. On screen, Sulu. 21 minutes away for the rendering to be complete. I'm going to click on it and see if it'll play in a lower quality. Yeah. It says 99% of video processed. It's so funny it says that. Still processing. 21 minutes left. I guess I'm going to have to wait the 21 minutes. I thought maybe it was going to start showing before the rendering was complete, but my mistake on that. Maya, good evening, Queen B1. I know I was joking too, bro. Michael Haskey. Oh, you son of a gun. You got me. All right, so. Let's do a dab. Wait for Cyber to come back. It says 21 minutes left. 20 minutes left now. It just went from 21 to 20. 20 minutes left, guys. So by 6:40, we should be starting a 40-minute video of river rafting, which will be awesome. And if I get frustrated or whatever, we can just watch it from my phone, which comes out really good anyway. The sound will be better though if we watch it from YouTube. I'd like to go to one of those when we have the whole world here on Rumble. Yo, back, Dave Campione. Okay, so Cyber's back. That's you're saying Cyber's back, so we can smoke now. Exactly. Cyber's back. Back. Okay. Oh, mustard gas, my go-to. And I'm really excited because Pinoy is partnering up with Oak Tree, and Oak Tree is going to be he's going to be ready to rock here. He's got some crazy strains, so I'm just really excited. He's going to have some really nice shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oak Tree's the bombest of the bomb. $19 minutes left, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. It's such a long video. You would think it would be partially rendered and you'd be able to watch some of it, but unreal. Heating. Silly Nay is heating. Gonna do some dabs with all the trendies and cyber reload. Oil running down my bubbler. Huh? Oil running down my bubbler, huh? I'm good, me. Thinking about opening up a CBD store here in my area, but it's tough, Trendy Drewski. Right on, buddy. CBDs are, I mean, people are raking in the money on that stuff. My mom buys it. You know, it's for everybody. Some of her friends are just now discovering that it helps them with their, you know, rheumatoid arthritis or their, you know, they got diabetes or, you know, whatever, and experiencing pain. And they're like, yeah, I'm using cannabis now. And they're like, you know, in their 80s, 70s and 80s, and they're just now discovering it. And if only they listened to their kids when we were in high school, all the way back in the 80s, they would have had so much pain relieved for all those years. But no, they ignored us. They ignored us. They thought we were full of shit. They thought we just wanted to get high. They didn't realize we were using it for everything, you know? I'll never forget the first time my friend told me I cannot sleep without cannabis. And the first thought I had was, well, you probably smoke too much, you're addicted. You know, you're smoking too much if you can't sleep without it, blah, blah, blah. That's a problem. Was I so wrong to realize that some people just need cannabis to sleep, and I sleep way better on cannabis than not. Okay, so we're going to go in at 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, 2025, 16 minutes, 2025, 16 minutes till the rendering, 2025. God, that smells like popcorn! Why do I smell popcorn? You can't hear. Why do I smell popcorn? No, I'm all right. I was just like, it's so funny because I just lit up this thing and I'm like smelling something. I was like, that doesn't smell right. I'm smelling popcorn. It smells really good. My mom just popped some popcorn. I had no idea. What did I say, 2025? All right. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, Queen B1, Billy Bong Thornton, Trendy Drewski, Hippie Chick, Deer Slayer, Crispy Cat, Dave Campione, Token Tony Z. I can't believe all of you are here all at the same time. Tula, Iceman, all of you. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
I'm winded from that set. I just did a set. I should have breathed before I did that. After doing that set. It was like 20 pumps. Kepper! Kepper's on the rumble. All the people on here with Cash App cash tags, all of the people on here with Cash App cash tags, how many of you have not received Bitcoin from me yet? And you can answer this by putting your Cash App cash tag in my chat as a response. If I have not sent you crypto yet, give me your Cash App cash tag in my chat right now. That goes for all of you on Rumble. Every single person that has not got Bitcoin from me yet. If you have not got Bitcoin, you don't have to say me, Billy Bong. All you have to do is put your Cash App cash tag in my chat. That's what you should do right now. Those are the instructions. It's like I give people instructions and they don't follow them. And if there's a reason I give you instructions to do things. I tell you to do something. You know, it was like that thing that happened with Pinoy today, where his water cut out. I gave him instructions. I'm like, make sure you cover up the pump with the pump house. That's what that thing is for. And he was like, absolutely, I will do that. And he never did it. And guess what happened? All the equipment got rained on for a month or two, snowed on, rained on, whatever. And now he's having water soak problems inside the electronics on that pump. He didn't do what I told him to do. So when I tell you guys to do something, it's for your good, it's for my good, it's for the world's good. Remember that. So look at this. Billy Bong Thornton and Flip It, Cash It. Do you see how easy this is for me? Super easy. I find out a million different reasons to send you guys crypto. And you guys won't have a problem with it at all. You'll be like, oh, that's a good one, eh? Yeah, it was. Drying now. Good. He's drying it now. Good. Hopefully he's going to fix that problem. Look at this. Deer Slayer, Token Tony Z. I haven't sent you guys any crypto yet. Deer Slayer, I haven't sent you crypto yet? How dare you? You guys, what's up with that? All right, let's just start from the top. There literally is a Billy Bong on Cash App. That's so funny.
That's what?
There's a Billy Bong. Hey, dude, there's no Billy Bong Thornton. I must have spelled something wrong. Thornton, Thornton. Billy, Billy. Oh, Billy. Billy, Josh. Next. Done. All right. Billy Bong. Done. Flip It. Mr. Holt. Mr. Holt. It's MYSTERHO. It comes up, Ryan. There you are. Confirm. All right. Deer Slayer. Kevin J. Gotcha. Token Tony Z. T. Tony. This recipient can't currently accept Bitcoin payments, Token Tony Z. After the recipient adds an address or links a debit card, they will be able to accept the payment. Okay, Token Tony Z, it's just what Steve Running and I went through earlier today, too. Yeah, dude, I don't know why you guys can't send me crypto. Can one of you just try to send me $1 of Bitcoin and just see if you can send me $1? Just one of you try to send me $1. Hey, Lamp, what's up, buddy? He said, "Hey, Saber."
Hey, Lamb. Long time no see.
Will Lamp? Why don't you come join us on Rumble, bro? There's a link. Come join us on Rumble. Make an account. Send back the email that they send you to verify your account. Make an account. Call yourself Lamp1125. Use the same brand. Come on over. Come on over to Rumble. Unless you have a different account, and come on over to Rumble. I'm at Nays Garden on Rumble. We're live over there. Hey, we're viewable now, I believe. I believe that this video is viewable. It's showing a thumbnail. Yes. Yes. Let's see what... We can watch it in 360p. So the rendering will be done... Actually, the 360p is pretty damn clear. In 8 minutes. So we're going to wait 8 minutes. And see if we can watch it in a higher definition. Trendy Drewski. Cyber. What makes sure the recipient is not a cash for business account? Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Cash for business account. Dude, oh. It makes me, it says I have to contact support. Switch to a personal account. Chat. Use it to process sales for goods and services. You'll no longer have a business profile, be charged a processing fee, or get free instant deposits. Do you agree that you'll only use your personal account for personal payments between friends, family, and not for goods and services you sell? Yes. I don't have a fucking business. You know, I used to sell triage oil, but I didn't use Cash App for it. For me, I switched your business account to a personal account. You may still receive a tax form if you receive certain volume of payments. Automated chat, guys. All right. Now, will one of you try to send me $1? Send me $1 of Bitcoin. Send me $1. Make sure you click Bitcoin, guys. You guys all tried, and it wouldn't let you send it. I was able to send you some, no problem. It's Josh G. 2. Dude, that's the first time I've ever received anything. Thank you. I've never seen that before. Thank you, Josh. That's the first time anybody ever sent me Bitcoin. Thank you, bro. Wow, look at that. And the rest of you can all send me $1 too if you want to. That would be cool. I'm sure I'll make it up to you somehow.
I'm fucking sure about that.
I'm sure about it. 4 minutes left till the rendering. The rendering, that's time for a dab. The rendering, the rendering, the rendering. Drewski, I want you to see how long it took you to tell me that error message. Right? I asked a couple of days ago. I don't know if it was you, but somebody said I tried to send you Bitcoin and it said no, it gave me an error. I was like, what was the error? Silence. Never found out what the error was because whoever it was wouldn't tell me what the error was. So that just goes to show you what I had to go through dealing with talking to this many people and not one person could tell me that. You know?
I guess people don't want free Bitcoin.
I guess people don't want free Bitcoin, exactly. I got no cam, bro. What do you mean you got no cam, bro? What does that even mean, you got no cam? Bro, you don't need a cam. It's Rumble. It's not video chat. It's not where Cyber is. Cyber's in my Discord. Bro, it's Rumble. It's a freaking social media platform. Go join it, bro. Come on to Rumble, bro. Oh, he's there. He's there. He's there. He's in Rumble. He's right at the bottom.
Hey,
Lamp, what's up, buddy? There you are. All right, you made it. You made it. You have arrived. You have arrived on Fantasy Island. You have arrived on Fantasy Island. Zipline, zipline. Dude, I've learned how to fire up this torch. Where's Michael Haskey at? Bro, do you see me fire that torch up, bro? I manifest that shit, bro. I make it happen with my brain. People don't want to get scammed, says Toast. Toast, what are you talking about? People don't want to get scammed.
how can you get scammed when it's not you sending money? All you do get is sending your address so you can get money. No one will be able to get money out of your account by knowing that address. So how can it be a scam?
Oh, because they think it's that is possible because they don't understand how wallets work. Okay, that's hilarious. Well, that's on them. That they miss out on crypto because of that. You know, it's
Hey, Ram, how you
all they had to do was ask.
Right. Long time no see.
All you had to say is, dude, I'm not putting my Cash App cash tag in here because I'm scared someone's gonna hack me. You know?
How are you, Ram?
You could have told me that.
You're right, Ram. It's probably been a few years at least.
It was good. I sent you $2, hippie chick. What? Did you get that from Romaine? She sent it to you. You guys are all sending me crypto? What? Hey, let me see. I gotta see it. You guys will get the notification that it went through, right? All right, let me check my time here. 35:20. So we're gonna say 36:20. 30. Well, no, not yet. No, not 36:20. 36:30. 36:30. 36:30. 36:30. 36:30. 36:30. You guys are all sending me money. Aw, Tula, thank you. I have to accept it from you, Tula. Thank you, Tula. 36:30. 36:30. You guys are so sweet. 2 investing orders? Oh, right. Yeah, if it drops down to 31.5, I'm buying in. It tells me that right there. Wow, thank you, hippie chick. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Tula. Thank you, Romaine. $36.30, $36.30. $36.30. 36. Up, we're late. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, love. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Lamb. Good to see you.
Andrew, thank you, Andrew. Thank you for sending me Bitcoin, Andrew. Let's see where the video is. It says it says almost something. It just says almost. That is so dumb. Maybe if I make the screen smaller. Video processing is taking longer than expected. What's wrong with them? Let's refresh it. Dude, still only 360 available. I really wanted it to be beautiful, man. That is not what I wanted to hear, man. That is not the right answer. Julius sent you Bitcoin. Gesundheit! $2. Crisby! Thank you, Crisby. Got it, bro. Totally got your crypto, bro. Dude, this is awesome, you guys. Just because you all did that, I'm going to show you this.
Is it done rendering? Oh, the Bitcoin. Oh, god damn, it went up to almost 900. It went up to 900.
No.
Nice.
No, that's it. 37,500.
Ah, okay.
I'm showing everybody what I'm holding in my
Ah, I see that.
Token Tony Z fixed the issue. Baklava. You couldn't help yourself, had to buy it. They saw you coming, bro, a mile away. I love it. I love marketing. It's how it works, bro. About to roll it up now. Hell yeah, Ant, tell us how it is. Oh, Ant, he's a big boy. He knows what he said. He said he got the baklava. He said he got the baklava, and they saw him kind of said they got it. They saw him coming from a mile away. What do you mean? That's what I said. You know it. I said it. You know I said it. I said it. Who didn't know you can get free crypto on Coinbase too? I just got $100 free. All you have to do is take a multiple choice test on Coinbase. He just got $100 of free Bitcoin.
Oh, nice.
A Bitcoin or what kind of crypto? What was the? What they give you?
Dink donk.
I love you too, Ant. Oh, Ant, you're a big boy. You know what you said. Really, thanks, Billy. I got kicked off Coinbase. Why? Nice to see you. How are you doing? Hippie Chick says hi to Tula. Dude, fucking Rumble, 48 viewers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, let's see if our video is processed. Come on now, process this thing, baby. Get me above 360 at least. Okay, so the last few times I did this,
God bless America.
I went down the creek on my raft.
I'm sad, man.
I scraped it.
Why?
It's
What's up?
only rendering at 360.
Oh, yeah, but then give it 5 minutes, then it will go up. It will start at 360, and then you wait a bit, and then it will be 480. You wait a bit, then it will be sort of 720, and the longer you wait, the higher the resolution.
All right.
But today, when I went down, I
hit, you know, something. I don't know if it was the dam or a rock, one or the other. But I put a hole in, and I could tell, I could see it. So I was like, well, I'll put some tape on it, you know. Put some tape on it, and then I put air in it. I came out here and it was still leaking, and I checked
You
my
should
tape.
duct tape the
It seemed
whole
fine, so I
bottom
started looking
of
around,
that and
and
lay a
I
fucking
found
duct tape around
another
the whole
group
fucking
of
bottom.
holes that were very, very thin, but they were still putting air out.
I've been
from
clearing the
scrape,
rocks away.
and it was a very light scrape. But
Everywhere
I
it scrapes, I
went
clear
ahead
the
and
area.
patched both
There's a
holes
lot
in
of
there.
stuff to do.
And
There's
I'm just
rocks.
wondering if now that maybe I
Because I built all of these dams, so I put rocks across several places, and I thought I was just going to float right by those things, and sometimes I scrape a little bit. Or, you know where I've got the most damage is going into the tunnel.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It's the wood.
On
It's
the
that piece of
sides or
wood.
something.
It's that piece of wood. When I'm going in, it scrapes. It takes a little hole. I got to scrape, dude. Everything. I use this tape right here, and I've had to patch it four times, and all 4 patches have held. With this black, it's like duct tape. It's like black gaffer's
I
tape.
think it's the same I have. It's called Gorilla Tape, right?
Yeah, it's like, this is very similar to Gorilla Tape. It's a little different texture. This is cheaper.
Okay.
I've got more air in this thing.
Very
It looks
similar.
better. I don't know. I'm just gonna try it. So I'm gonna walk down here.
It just takes a tiny little piece, and it just totally, man, it can hold all the pressure. In fact, I could go grab that raft and see if it's still inflated right now.
Shallow right here.
From I blew it all the way up and just left it.
Just as a test. This is only a test. And the other thing is I gotta figure out where to put my butt on this when I get on it. Because once I'm down, it's hard to get back up and adjust. So I gotta get my butt situated in the right spot. And then I think I'll be okay. So I'm just gonna try different things, you know? And just try, okay, I'm sitting in here now. And I'm gonna put my head back and put my legs on. And just see what happens now that I'm all blown up.
It looks fine at 360.
It is. I could tell it's more buoyant.
It's very clear.
Definitely. It's
pretty.
I think I'm sitting way too far back.
the video now, you would already have a higher resolution. Can't remember how far you need to refresh it.
2 minutes and 18 seconds.
You know? And just try, okay, I'm sitting in here now. And I'm going to put my head back and put my legs on. And just see what happens now that I'm all blown up.
Unless you have recorded it in 360, but I don't think you have.
It is. I could tell it's more buoyant.
No, it still says it's
Definitely.
rendering.
But I think I'm sitting
Okay,
way
okay.
too far back. And I think I need to move.
Video processing is taking longer than expected.
So I'm going to pause the video and then I'm going to do that and we'll start here again. Looks pretty though, doesn't it? Look at that behind me. I got it.
So there was not enough process guys at work today, I guess.
I know my hand's in the way when I do that. All right, so I moved up.
I
I'm
guess.
going to lean back and see if it helps.
Fucking overloaded servers, I guess.
God, it feels so good. The water
Oh,
feels
it's not
so
little
good.
guys sitting and processing your video in some slave asylum somewhere.
And kind of floating.
Switch up.
I am floating. I'm moving. Well, how cool am I? Here we go. Okay, but I'm going to end up probably popping this thing again. We're going to go backwards, or...
There's a more or less
changing
water in
directions.
today than yesterday.
Dude, if I lean
I
back-
dammed it up a little higher.
I mean, this is the branch that always pops me right here. It's the evil branch. It's the evil branch. It's right there. It's
Bill Swift here for Flex Seals is pointing out.
Lean back.
I just pinched myself.
Yeah, Flex Seal would probably be better than Flex Tape.
I just had to
if you
see if
just
this
spray the
was-
whole bottom with Flex Seal.
This was going to
Be
move. and it
freaking
is.
awesome. Flex Seal and the entire Flex Seal
Just
family
enough.
of products.
It's just enough, man. So this is the most shallow part of my whole creek right here. And once I'm perfected on this one spot, then I'll be able to do the whole creek. So I figured I'd get this part going and just see what it does. There, we're moving again.
We only waited 2 minutes before we checked it the first time, but
Pointing the wrong way.
it still says video processing is taking longer.
And my arm is starting to hurt me from holding this camera all day like this.
Hey, dude, it says it's done.
I mean, this is shall. I mean, I should pause it and move
Then
up.
you should have higher risk.
I
give it
just
a
want to see,
refresh.
man. I'm testing. I'm testing right now. So I figured I'd get this part going.
Fucking 360, bro.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. I mean, if it was 360, it would have uploaded fast as shit.
Yeah, but you
totally floating.
you recorded it on your Android?
Pointing the wrong way.
Yeah, it's right here. I got the video right here.
Yeah, that I don't even think your Android will go down to 360.
I know, right?
And tell it to. I think the
This
the
is shall. I mean, I
default
should
will
pause it
probably
and
be
move up.
1080 or higher, 1440 probably.
But I just want
It's
to
no,
see,
it's
man.
10. It's
I'm
1920 by
testing.
1080. The 30 frames.
Testing right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, it's right there.
And it's and the raft is retaining its air too. I can tell.
Then it's really weird.
So we're good. It'll render.
It will.
I wonder if I should redistribute my weight a little bit better. It's like if I hold myself just
I
like
found
that,
this today.
I cannot see it. Ah, nice.
Just gotta get the angle right, and that looks pretty cool.
Fucking badass looking, dude. It looks like some. If you stare at it long enough, you'll see all kinds of evil shit.
Yeah.
It's killer,
It's
dude.
really
It's
nice
tiny.
just laying here and looking up at the trees.
It's fucking
in the
awesome.
water.
I got some killer sticks that I
It's
found.
like I mean, when you're sitting on a raft, it doesn't matter if you're laying in a swimming pool or on a creek or whatever. You can't tell.
Let's go for a
It's
float.
like being
Says
in a
Tokatoni Z. Looking for a mountain river. Also, how many
So-
times your butt hit the bottom? Too many times.
I mean,
My whole
plus
body
I've
is
got
sore
plenty
right
of
now.
deep areas.
Flex things, seal your floaties, and you'll go
I
far.
think I'll move down a little bit. Let's
If you can
pause
find the
video.
motor, that
I'll get up and
recirculating
move
water
down
from
a little
beginning
deeper.
give you a little bit
We'll
of
take a
current.
journey.
Frisbee
Hold
cat.
on. We'll be right back.
You want
Also,
some-
my raft holes filled up with water, so that made it a little bit more challenging there.
2
but
blocks
here,
from
let's-
Mississippi River. Deer Slayer.
Here, wait.
Dab every time they get
They're in
stuck,
here.
says Tool. You get the water to flow constantly. Nice. You know what would go good after flex sealing your floats? Some ultra male vitality.
All right, sorry about that camera work there.
In the raft to cops. I actually think because there's a lot of them, right? It looks like there's a lot.
It doesn't
of
matter
them.
if you're laying in a swimming pool or on a creek.
It kind of takes out a lot of fucking air volume that would have been there instead.
All right, sorry about that camera work there. I think I know where to sit on this thing. Optimum flotation. There we go. Here we go. Look at us. So this is the spot where I should be able to start from, I believe, when everything is working just right. This is right before the first dam.
You're alongside the Delaware River. Tokatoni Z.
I want to see a video
As soon as I straighten out, I start moving.
see. I want to see you go down the Delaware fucking river and
Raft. Oh my god, we're gonna start a thing, bro. We're gonna start a TikTok trend. Everybody's gonna be rafting.
I'm just sitting here floating. I'm not in the current. I gotta get in the current here. I gotta be careful because there's rocks right here. But we should float right through this. In a perfect world on a perfect day. Maybe I'll move my butt down a little bit. Oh no. I think we sprung a massive leak. There's air coming out. I got air coming out. This isn't good. Is that coming out of the raft?
Yes, it is. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. It
we
didn't
go.
matter because the leak was too small and I weighed too much, and it stayed buoyant almost the whole time.
Here we go.
But you can hear the
Yeah,
bubbles.
there's air leaking out.
You can hear the bubbles bubbling.
But it's slow. It's a slow air leak. My tape must have come off.
The tape didn't come off.
Super glue that tape on there.
It was another hole that I didn't know about.
Oh, man. Bottomed out here.
You love how I answer myself?
Where the hell is that hole at? Is it a new one? We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Or did the tape come off?
You got lucky.
I can't tell. It's a big air leak, though. See the air coming out?
All right.
I'm just relaxing, man. I should try to move on down where it's deeper so we can roll. I mean, it's because I lost hair that this isn't working. This should work right, but this has a big hole in it now. So I'm pretty sure that's my big issue now. Is the lack of air.
Further up so it gives you more current right
I'm getting out. Oh! We gotta start from down here.
there. Nowhere near the banana trees yet. I need to beat the banana trees.
We should be okay right here. No, the tape did not come off. So maybe we have a new hole.
That's because you
tape
use
looks
flex
like the tape
tape.
moved.
That's right.
I don't know.
Flex tape in the entire Flex
We might
Tape
have a new
family of
hole.
products.
Check. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's fucking toppled this all over.
Goodness gracious. Feet up.
Lamp says it's been raining. 10:32. Remember 10:32. 10:32. Okay, so
I
that's.
remember the other day when you told me when I seen the blue sky last, and I'll tell you I couldn't fucking remember.
It says 144 now. God, were you talking to me?
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, we were talking about the rain. Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Dude, it says 144 now. It didn't say that before. I'm just gonna leave it on auto.
Feet up. Keep your feet and your hands and your cameras inside the vehicle
Yeah, but did you
at all
refresh it?
times.
What's that?
Did you refresh it? Else it will not show it.
Yeah, I refreshed it. That's why it showed
Okay.
the 144. Because I refreshed it, and then all of a sudden 144 was there.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
It still says video processing is taking longer than expected.
We're not going anywhere.
So I'll get it.
I'm not going anywhere.
It's fine. We know what pine needles look like, and banana trees, and that big alligator on the left. Oh my God! It's an alligator on the left.
Baby, float me on down. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here's the banana trees. Banana trees over there. We want to keep to the right by these banana trees. That's where it's deeper. But we're not getting any forward motion. We're just going to the right. It's like the air coming out is pushing us to the right. Okay.
I did it. I did it head first on my belly, guys. I did that.
I don't care.
I'll have it. I'll
It's relaxing.
I'll have the camera with me. You'll see it. This is a 40-minute video.
Boat spinning around. Now it's spinning back the other way. And I'm in such a place where I can't really touch the side to move myself. I can stick my hand in the water and like rudder around. I can do that with my foot, I guess. Ooh, cold water. And do we catch the wave? That's the question. Or do we just float around aimlessly?
Obviously it is. I'm looking up at the trees, they're pretty. You see what I'm looking at? The canopy, man. Look at this steady cam shot, guys. How was that? I have to find that air leak and fix it. Find it and fix it. Alright, here, let me try this. I'm going to put my hand in the water. Oh, look. Look what happened to the definition all of a sudden, guys. There we go. It's just went to fucking HD. We're totally free and floating, which is great. We just have no momentum. It's on auto. We need some momentum. Okay, here we go. We got momentum now, baby. There we go. Cool. Nice. There we go. Now I can relax because we're in the current. 14 minutes in and the ride starts. So stupid. I need to remember, start at the banana trees, dude. You start at the banana trees if you want this to work. And get your second, I should get my other raft because it doesn't have any damage to it. But better to do it with this one first and get all the rocks out of the way so the second raft doesn't hit any rocks at all, you know. I haven't even opened that one. It's still in the package. I think I'm caught on something. Oh yeah. It's the bubble headrest. It's caught on something. I can hear it. Ooh, I'm moving forward as I do this. That's how I got over into the Culvert tunnel. I inchwormed, man. I did like a little inchworm, and dude, it started going forward, and then the water built up behind me, dude. It's so cool. You'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. It worked so good. So where's the deep side? The deep side's over here. Okay, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna cheat here. We're gonna cheat again. Attachable motor. The deep side's coming up right here. No, right? I don't want a motor. I got deep water. We got deep water right here, man. Give me a second. You guys with your motors. Making it deeper. Because while I'm sitting here, I might as well. Alright. Okay, that feels pretty deep. Tropical bang! What's up? What's up? And we're still caught up. What? We're still caught up. I'm still caught up, man. God damn it, man. My mom's calling me, man. Okay.
More gassy.
How?
Cheers.
Unbelievable. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to smoke. You didn't ask me.
I'll wait.
Did you know how far my cannabis is away from me right now? It's like, oh, God bless America. It's all the way over here. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, cherry pie. That's my go-to here. We're going to go to cherry pie. My mom is like freaking. Take your dog out. Where your dog standing by the door? All right. No law regarding cannabis.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Here we go. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Hey, Bradley George.
Oh, shit.
We're going too fast for the rapids. Better steer properly, or we're gonna have a problem here as we go through these rapids here. I'm stuck on my rapids. I forgot to lean back. All I gotta do is lean back. I forgot that. I forgot that little trick. And now we're spinning out of control. We're spinning out of control, but at least we're floating. Enjoy the view while we're here. That's what we gotta do. Enjoy the view, folks. This is what we do. This is what we do. We enjoy the view.
It's not a root beer flow, it's an A slow float.
Beautiful. I'm right in the middle of it, floating in the middle of it. In the middle of all this beauty.
Cheers, later.
I don't hear the air leaking out of the... Oh yeah, there's air coming out. Oh yeah. I wonder if I'm gonna take on water. I'm spinning back around. I'm gonna spin myself back around and try to get some forward momentum here. As I spin, I'm also getting my forward motion going. Here we go. Here we go. And we are rolling. Forward motion, that's so important. Cheaper than a hot tub? Rolling down the river. You guys are funny.
Yeah, it's not much rolling going on.
Phone right now. There's not much rolling going on. It's like really just chill. Holding the phone just sucks. Why are you doing this? Bro, I did this with no phone, and it's the funnest shit in the world with two hands. It's the funnest, bro. You're fucking just free.
That's why you need to take a
Diesel Beach.
GoPro or something
We're reaching Diesel
and
Beach,
set
man.
it up so and just
It would suck if I
say
was like
that
doing this and we went like
in
that. There
the
were
end
like
of the
10
left
otters
and that
coming up
angle,
behind
so
me.
just pointing
Kick my
forward.
ass. That would suck.
And then you have your hands free.
Yeah. I could use this as a base, like tape it to this
Two
thing.
families of feuding otters
Yeah.
coming up on me, having an argument on either side. Oh yeah, baby, we are moving, baby. This is fun. This is great.
That part right up ahead, past those rocks, is like 4 fucking feet deep for like 15 feet. It's a super deep hole that I made.
Oh man, I'm turning the wrong way again.
It needs to be like that the whole way.
When I get to those rocks, when I get to where those 2 rocks are right there, I'll be
I'm a second
completely,
set of raging river rapids.
I'm completely free off the ground. You'll see. It
Not
gets
those
so
rapids
deep right
now.
there.
The rains have subsided and it's all really gotten very
And
slow
I moved
down.
that rock when I came back. That one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I cleared that out. I did a lot of shit today. I'd worked down there and made...
Hey, look at that. We made it totally through without scraping that time. This raft needs a rudder for control.
Thanks for my Cash App. Tear Slayer, you're welcome, and thanks to everybody that's accepting Bitcoin and getting Cash App
This is
and learning
super
about
deep
crypto.
part coming up here, which is really
Thank
awesome.
all of you guys.
There's some boulders right here. I don't want to scrape. Now you guys learned how to send crypto. You know how to buy it. You know how to send it. It's a new lesson. Okay, I'm going to straighten out here so I try not to scrape these rocks. And we're through. Problem is I'm turning the wrong way. See if I can bounce off that stick there. There we go. What's that?
What's coming down from that pipe?
That's the drainage off of the roof of the house here.
Ah, okay.
And get righted. We get a lot of rain. So that route's underneath our driveway.
What?
Here we go, man. It's the gutter drain system. Dude, this is all just free and clear. Scrolling down the river. This is some ASMR shit right here, bro. I'm telling you. Hear that waterfall coming up ahead? So relaxing. I'm a little askew sideways. I'm gonna try to a little askew. I'm a little askew. Right myself. Seems to be working. I need to know where to buy. Maybe 50. If you can buy it right from Cash App, bro. Straighten my feet out here. See the waterfall. I bet you flew down there the first day after that. Now, this is, I think, how I keep wrecking my breath. Yeah, bro. That's how I learned how to do this. After I was in the rain. I was in the creek in the rain. It was so deep, bro. It was crazy. I didn't know what I was doing. But, be filmed like this, bro, it's all about clearing the path. See what we're going up into, and having the water level the right level, and having the raft completely blown up with air. That's what I do later. Is I completely I was scared to blow the raft up all the way. The board, and it is just it floats up on top of the water. It really works. Cyber's like, this is some real life Avatar shit right here.
Okay, here comes the pipe. We're going to have to get under the pipe. Now, I can get out here. You know, I don't have to go through the pipe. It's just, I don't have to go through the culvert. But it's just so damn fun. Now, if you'll notice, the pipe is higher up on the left. So we want to try to get to the left on this. Definitely. I found if I turn my head sideways, I can go right under it. Early. Yeah, but the water level, if that gets much higher, stick to the left here. And once we could touch this pipe, it helps us. Yeah. Then you just step out and go step over it. Or under it. Not easy. Over it. I'm going to reverse the camera. Step over it. It's easy. You just sit up on top of it. The pipe here. Yeah. So I got some good video of me clearing that thing. We are through the pipe. Now, look how much fun I'm having at this point. Oh my God, Cyber. Are you ready? This is super deep right here. I'm all out of air. I could stop and re-blow this up and then try that. But here we go, man. There's another pipe right here. It's kind of cool actually because you can kind of grab yourself. I shouldn't have done that. You have to. I totally messed myself up by grabbing that pipe. Look what I just did. Okay. Whoa, I'm going the wrong way. No. I'm gonna have to spin. I'm doing a spin maneuver. I'm doing a spin around maneuver. I got this, folks. I did a spin around maneuver. Okay. What, Cyber? How cold is it inside that pipe compared to outside? I didn't even notice the temperature change at all. Okay. Yeah. Right now what's going to happen? I do not know. Pushing ourselves out here.
My arms are so sore. Oh my god. Just doing too much stuff the last few days. Making this ride happen. Okay, now the water's building up behind me, which is so cool. Lean my head back and here we go. Here we go. Wow, it worked, guys. Oh my god, it totally worked. Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. Holy shit, this is so fun. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I love my life. I love my life so much right now. Yes, 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 yes. That is the funnest thing of all time. And it's amazing. And I love it. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better, man. I'm so excited. It's Cyber. Think how fast.
Yeah.
Think how fast you'd be able to go through there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Only gonna get better. Wow. We'll just start from the banana trees, man. This is where I'm at right here, the culvert. I'm at the culvert, man. I'm at the double culvert here. But definitely no problem. I'll end up getting like a nice raft, you know, that won't get worn and shit, because this is the cheapest one I could find. I'll find one, man, that's really good and thick and shit. And leathery, like those skirts that those anchors wear on CNN. I'm gonna get... You guys want to see down there again? It's so fun, dude. I love it. I love it. I love it. Bro, this is pushing me forward. I mean, I might be able to fix this too. I might just do that. I can make this deeper and better. I'm adjusting these rocks a little bit. So I might just do that. These rocks right here, this is all, I built this whole dam right here. And if I dam this just a little bit right here and over here and here, a little bit higher, and I got all the rocks I need right here, then this will be deep enough to get over this part right here. Stuck right here. You see I'm stuck. I mean, if I lean back and put my head back, it gets cold because it went right down the back of my head. But I don't know. I think it would work. I just have to get up out of this position. I'm in a bad position right here. So I'm gonna pause the video. Give me a second. So this is me getting up. It is not easy. Oh, there we go. So that is the dirty underbelly of the fun thing that you see. And yeah, there's some work involved. Now this thing is all.
Wow.
What's that, bro?
I said, yeah, it looked a little deflated at last when you picked it up.
Completely
It looked a
deflated.
little
Completely deflated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally out of air. Are both my patches still on? Yes. But I might have another hole. So, no big deal, man. I'm going to work on this. And,
See, my whole point is it was the test run to make it better, right? I'd said that at the beginning. I'm like, this is a test. On my way back, I'd move rocks right there, and then watch what I do right here.
There we go. The raft is up. And, I've got some rocks right here that I can move. And I could totally make this deeper. And if I make it deeper, it'll be perfect for what I need. So I think I'm going to do that right now. Hold on a second.
Don't you want to just work there around that sound?
So I'm going to try to...
That sound is so nice, listening to the water.
Position where you're going to be able to see what I'm doing here. Cool.
One of the very first things I do is, man, I put my foot on one of the blocks, and my foot goes right down, right
Oh, shit.
right there. Boom. See that?
Yeah.
You'd sleep lamp, right, bro?
So, I just wanna
Splash.
let
This is
water
Token Tony Z.
float right through here. I don't want to really make up. I don't want to make
He's
it like
entering
a-
the black hole, Roger. You guys, there's another tunnel run. if I remember correctly. Yes, there's another. I'm almost positive there's another tunnel run. I mean, I think I got on film, and if not, I know I did it multiple times without the camera because that's really fun. So this is what I do all day in my creek with my foot. I fan the sand at the bottom, and it goes up. It gets up and gets stuck in the dam that I just built. And there's sticks and leaves and all kinds of debris down in there, and it comes up and fills in all the cracks. And then I use sand to back it up. And then everything that's coming down the creek helps block it up even more until it's just completely blocked, and then it flows over the top. Part of a broken bottle.
What about that?
What?
The pipe, broken pipe thing going up.
Oh, it was the top of a broken bottle. It was glass.
That's pretty good, and this over time might clog up a little bit and achieve what I wanted to achieve.
So these things weigh like 60, anywhere from 60 to 90 pounds. These stones, they're poured concrete.
I'll make this a little bit deeper, man.
Okay, I gotta take my dog out. He's coming over here and crying at me. Okay, I got plenty of time, so enjoy the video. I'll be right back. Do not look at my butt.
There we go. That's great. Hell yeah. Just take some of these. And use it as a sand builds up, dark, leaves, blocks it all out. You guys enjoying the sound? I love doing this shit. Love it. So, all this stuff's been plugged up in here. And it's a nice band here. Leaves are get stuck in branches and roots. Dirt. Like a web, like a net, and then it forms places where all this stuff will get caught down there. And then eventually, it pours over the top, and once it's pouring over the top, then you know you've raised the level. Which we've already done. We've already raised the level, I can tell. Because I'll be able to float right over to it.
Sounds like I'm still building on the dam.
Pine needles.
I'm dam building. Okay, cool. Because look what I brought for some show and tell here, guys. Some creek finds.
A day or two. I mean, we've already done what I needed to do.
Look at this.
I mean, we can walk
Oh,
up.
nice.
I wonder if we can walk up this.
That's the one from before, right?
No, I just brought this in from outside.
That would be too crazy. I gotta take the board out from the other side.
I found this today.
Okay, man. That's it. There it is, right here. This line right here. This is the dam, and the water's come up almost over the top of it. But what the most important thing is this is now deep enough for me to float all the way out. So I finished the ride basically. I don't get stuck right there. I'll float right out here into this the pool where you get out, and then I'll make it, some steps or make it easy to get out. We've already got some stairs here, but they're not stable and safe. Yeah, like this one right here, that's not stable. That one's not stable either. So you don't want to put any weight on those. And then this second dam right here is just here to make noise. But it can be used to make this dam even bigger, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to make it huge. So these are the steps. These are the steps to get out. And now I'm just so excited. I mean, if I start from that banana from where those banana trees are, it's perfectly deep enough for me to do what I want to do. Now, if we can get it a little deeper in the middle, I can make the ride twice as long, which will be, twice as fun. So I'm going to work on that, and I'm also going to take these boards out right now. But they work good, man. They do exactly what I want them to do, and I don't have to leave them in all the time. I can take them out and put them in at will, which is what I will do. Okay, so
This is 360.
these boards,
40, 20, 40, 27. Oh, it's on the next video.
I'll just take it, put it over here. Trying to do this. One hand sucks. Yep, I did it. Okay. So I took out that one board, so now both are flowing evenly. And I might just move those boards in. Those boards are fine like that.
Looks good.
Yeah, bro.
Waterfall.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave that like that. Cool, man. That was a long video, huh? 41 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm getting attacked by deer flies, so I gotta get out of here. I will see you guys on the next upload. Thanks for
There's
watching
another
the show.
video.
Hope you guys had fun.
I'm pretty sure.
Happy
Is that
420.
live?
And
Oh, it's a video.
no law regarding cannabis. Remember that. Okay? All right. Bye, guys.
Let me see.
Take a picture.
Look at that smile, dude.
Dude, I don't know.
Always do that. I always my wild ride. I just went under. I went under it. It was almost flawless victory, and then my thumb hit some magnifier
letters or
bullshit.
anything like that because
I
she
lost
doesn't
my
believe in
place
Santa Claus.
already.
They ruined it.
Okay, I'm under the pipe now. Ah, we've got this. Oh my God. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna get caught up? I think I'm.
We got this shit. So,
Instagram, we back in the wood.
this one's gonna be pretty fun. Let me turn these lights off. All right, man. It's actually gonna look pretty good because look at those water droplets on the freeze frame.
Yeah, I've seen those. Oh, wow. That shit looks awesome.
All right, here we go.
I get caught up. Am I gonna get caught up? Oh my God. Hold on to the phone. We're gonna hold on to the phone. Here we go. Hold the phone, everybody. Oh my God. Holy shit. And we're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck. Oh my God. But there's water building up behind me. Like in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, man. Oh, definitely there's water building up behind me. Oh, man, it's pushing forward. Here we go. Oh my God, it's working. I'm inchworming it, guys.
Inchworming.
Here we go. Oh my God. Holy shit. Ow. Here we go. Oh my God. What? We're getting stuck. I gotta reposition. There we go. Oh, now we're surfing, baby. We are surfing.
Dude, hold on. Hold on.
Baby.
It's no fair because my brightness is up too bright. So, hold on. I'm going to fix the brightness.
No.
So
It's
you're gonna be
drying
able to
right
see
now.
It's pushing forward. Here we go.
it. There you go. Now you'll be able to see.
I'm inchworming it, guys. I'm inchworming it. Inchworm. Here we go. Oh my God. Holy shit. Ow. Here we go. Oh my God. What? We're getting stuck. I gotta reposition. There we go. Oh, now we're surfing.
Look at the waves. Look at the waves of water.
Surfing, baby.
Look how deep I got it down there now. From the dam, guys.
That's gonna be dangerous. No, that's
at this point in my journey, I'm going to turn around. Get on my back, so to speak, here. Dude. Time of my life, man. Oh shit, look at all this water coming down. That feels so good. Oh my god. Look. All that water coming down, guys.
Listen to it.
How nice is that? It's coming down in like waves and shit. Oh, it's the raft. It's the raft. It's holding it up. The raft is holding it up. And then look what happens. Then it flows over the top. Oh my god. That is so relaxing and awesome. Holy shit. Dude, put me right here. What? Dude, look at me. This is so awesome. I wonder if I can take the raft back up. Probably not. I probably don't want to do that. But this feels so killer.
There's no way to take the raft back up it unless you crawl up.
I mean, I really need to like get up.
It is so. When you put force behind the raft and try to go up that, it builds up and just.
Oh, sorry about that.
You should put, when you start the trail, your set down, you should put a wings down and attach it to the raft, and then when you're done, you have a motor just to lay there and then drag all the way back.
Oh my
And
god.
then you just hit it over there and
Yeah,
set it down.
that's not gonna happen. Oh my god, there's so much force. No, I'm not going up the pipe. No. It's impossible. Oh my god. And I've lost some air. I've lost some air pressure. I've lost some of my air pressure. Too much force. I applied too much force on the raft.
This is the greatest piece of video I have ever produced. This part of it right here.
Hey, man.
My fucking fat ass belly. Fucking hanging over my shorts. Blowing up a fucking.
That's what a real figure skater's body looks like.
Look at my belly. Get in my belly.
Alright. I don't know. I may have punctured my raft. I may have punctured my raft. I may have punctured my raft beyond repair. I do not know the answers to these questions, but it seems like it's got a pretty bad air leak in it. It's a good thing I decided to buy 2 of these things. And lesson learned, I think it was going over that waterfall that popped it. Yeah, it's got a bad leak. Ooh, I think I feel the leak. Oh, I see the leak. It's right here. Right there. Look at that.
That's a big hole.
Pop that little hole going over a rock, man. I went over a rock, and now I'm saddened.
Put a piece of tape on that, it's good as new. Flex
Probably
tape.
invest in a flotation device repair kit. All right, man. Good thing I got another one, right? All right, you guys. Thank you for watching my show, my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-part series of me going through the culvert under my street. Hell yeah. No law regarding cannabis, guys. Take care. Bye.
That was awesome, man.
That was awesome. That water is so clear, dude. It's like a fucking fish tank.
I have my own park ride down the Nazy River.
All right. Here we go.
The river rat tubes punctures. A tube won't go through that culvert, bro. It's got to be a straight raft.
Let's see if this works.
Troy Hopkins Culvert Tunnel Adventure.
Back. That's the deal, right? Lean back. Put your head down. Not too far down, because, you know. Are we floating? I want to make this the launch right here. But, it's failure to launch. We're not moving anywhere. So, I might have to launch further down.
That's kind of like
I know why, because there's double. We gotta start with
like-
these both creeks together. This is just one creek right here. I got it. Okay, here. I'm gonna pause here a second and be right back. We're gonna go ahead, right to over here. See this creek right over here? We're missing all of that extra water, so we need to start right there, and we're gonna move up to there. Be right back. Make this a little deeper right here. My launching area. Just a little bit.
Bed liner.
Let's see what happens. I think I have more air. More air in it today. Okay, I'm leaning back.
Rhino lining.
I'm
Tool.
powered up on something. Ooh, that water's cold. And we are not moving. There we go. Come on now. Come on, baby. I need to scooch down. I need to scooch down. That's right. I'm gonna learn.
I'm like a pro now. This is one of the earlier videos.
Big body. And then it's go time, baby.
That's funny.
And then it'll be go time.
It's so funny. I wonder how long this goes for.
Trying again. Kinda. And it's a fail. Fail boat, fail boat.
I don't know where the other tunnel. There's another tunnel run. I think there is on video. We may have already watched both. This actually. Oh yeah, look at all the rocks. Oh god, this is where I put a hole in the boat right in the raft right here. Listen. Yeah, that was no good. That was concrete on vinyl. So this was
Sorry
before.
for the heavy breathing, man. I'm winded from what it took me to get to where I'm at right now.
That's
I don't
before
wanna
I
get it.
cleared
So
all
sorry,
those
I
rocks out and
apologize for that.
shit.
This is so cool, though. It's fun. And now if I just start from back there, then it's all just this. Pretty cool. I can clear this out easily enough and make this nice and deep.
Are you guys going right now?
Because it's just a small area, really. It leads to the Falls.
Yeah, just take my card. You don't have to deal with all that shit. Just don't. Anyway. My PayPal isn't working right now, so you need to.
Steering with my hand just a little bit, like this, just a little kind of ruddering, you know, just.
That's funny you say that. My PayPal didn't work either. They called up some new fucking.
There was like some update or. There was like some update or
Creeping up
something,
on
and now
shit.
it's like giving me a hard time with transactions.
Yeah, I had to call them.
Stealth-like.
I called them.
Making my stealth approach.
You probably need to do that also. Just fucking call them.
Yeah, I'll
Because
call
I tried
them.
to
I'll
do it
call them.
online
It's
with
an
that
alligator.
fucking help
It's an
and went
alligator
through all
snapper.
kind of formulas to fucking save me. There was
I
no
don't like
check
that
on
AI
nothing.
shit.
We're still
I don't
floating.
like
We're
that
still floating.
AI. I need to talk to a human
We're just
being.
going sideways. We're good.
Yeah, just call them. I did that one. And they fixed it.
I will.
Hell yeah. We watch that shit all freaking day.
Dude, that shit's dope.
I love watching it.
It is fucking cool, man.
I've got more. I'm just kind of confused as to what's what.
I wonder how many people have their PayPal locked right now. It has to be a few, man. If you also do
I'm scared. I'm scared to even check.
Yeah, I mean,
And it was all transactions that was locked. I couldn't even send money to my bank or anything. Everything was fucking locked.
yeah, mine wouldn't.
Fucking unlocked.
Just like mine accepted the payment, but I had to send it back to him because it was like not letting me transfer it, and it was saying that I had to take like 3 to 4 business days or some shit. And I ain't got time for that shit.
Nope.
I told him just Zelle me or something later. Some update that just happened. Just,
Yeah, it have to just fucking happen because I used PayPal last month, I believe, and there was no
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, I just used mine like not too long ago too, like a couple days ago, and it was fine. Like it
Yeah.
worked just fine, no problem.
And they had no problem fucking putting money into my PayPal, but I couldn't do shit with them. That's the fucking scummy part, man. I
Right.
mean, it's fucking on Musk, man.
I know.
PayPal's weak.
Tula, what's happening with PayPal? They're doing some kind of an update or something, and they're making people fucking. They're giving
Yeah,
everybody
some
fucking a headache.
service fucking bullshit.
Dude, making me wait for my money, and it's just like I'm verified, all that shit. You know,
Yeah.
my PayPal's all, everything's
Yeah,
all
for years, no
good.
problem.
Yeah, and then now it's a problem. Like, come on.
As you know, and this should not be a surprise to you, many politicians are crooked, they're money hungry, and they think they're above the law. So some politicians, they can be even more reckless than others, and they can do some very stupid things. And a shining example of this is Congressman George Santos of New York. So the House of Representatives Ethics Committee investigated Congressman Santos. Even though, like I told you, even though many politicians are dirty, what Santos did, I mean, he took it to the next level. This was even outrageous to the other politicians. That's how bad it was. Imagine that. The reports concluded that there is substantial evidence that Santos violated federal criminal laws. This includes filing false campaign reports and using campaign funds for personal use. This includes using campaign money on OnlyFans, at Hermes, Ferragamo, Airbnb, Las Vegas, Atlantic City, and more. Separately, the Department of Justice has already charged Santos with multiple federal counts. So this includes identity theft, money laundering, and theft of public funds. Congressman Santos is being pressured to resign from the House of Representatives. I mean, you think that's common sense. But he refuses. Santos says, and I quote, "I am human and I have flaws, but I will not stand by as I'm stoned by those who have flaws themselves." So Santos is, I mean, he's basically saying that he's not perfect, but you are not perfect either, so don't judge him and don't be a hypocrite. And that's my interpretation of what he's saying, is it not? He said that on Twitter or X. You can see it for yourself. Okay, so this is going to be a wild story, and everything I'm about to tell you, it's in the congressional reports. It's 56 pages long. You can access it for yourself. It's free, but I'm going to show you the highlights, and it's going to be straight from the report. So the report says that Congressman Santos sought to fraudulently exploit every aspect of his House candidacy for his own personal financial profits. So I have spoken about this so many times, how corrupt it is in DC. And some people in the comments, they'll say, "Oh, that's conspiracy theory." But I want to ask you a very straightforward, just very simple question. Is it so hard to believe that politicians are corrupt and they're in politics for the money, for the power, for personal gain? And some of them will be unethical. And as a result, when they do that, you get stolen taxpayer money, so we get robbed, we get bad leadership, we get bad policies. And it's frustrating. But you know what? We're not going to go down that path today because we have a even crazier path to go down. Congressman Santos is a member of the U.S. House of Representatives, and he represents New York's 3rd Congressional District. He was accused of various crimes, and the House Ethics Committee launched an investigation. The committee said, and it's in the reports, they issued 37 subpoenas, interviewed 40 witnesses, and retrieved over 170,000 pages of documents. The chairman of the committee said, and I quote, "The evidence uncovered in the investigation is more than sufficient to warrant punishment." The report says, Congressman Santos campaigned with the story that he graduated with an MBA from New York University. He was a successful businessman. He is a grandson of a Holocaust survivor. He worked at Citigroup, Goldman Sachs, and inherited millions of dollars. And if you read the last sentence of that paragraph, the report says no part of that backstory has been found to be true. So it turned out that his whole story was a lie. He's got no shame. And I told you this is next level stuff. But check this out. After winning the election, Congressman Santos admitted that he exaggerated parts of his personal history. Now, the report says that Congressman Santos blatantly stole from his campaign. And I want to show you what he spent that money on and his other violations. And I'm going to cite the pages from the report. So he accepted excessive contributions in someone else's name, engaged in sexual misconduct towards a person that was seeking employment in his congressional office, discrimination, 5 counts of wire fraud, fraudulent political contribution scheme, so you can read all about that on page 7, theft of public money of unemployment benefits, 2 counts of false statements to the House of Representatives, defrauding of donors, and falsifying reports. And let's get into the specifics about how he spent that money for personal use. $6,000 at Ferragamo, personal travel, Airbnbs, Atlantic City and Las Vegas, and there were no political events at those locations during the trips. $1,500 for Botox, using the campaign debit card at Mirza Aesthetics. $1,400 at Virtual Skin Spa, this was also for Botox. $1,209 at Rhinebeck Spa in New York. He used campaign money to pay down his personal credit cards. $4,127 at Hermes. Shopping trips at Sephora. Personal parking. I mean, you have to park to get to these places, right? It only makes sense. And of course, OnlyFans. I mean, how could he not, right? I mean, to be honest with you, I would be surprised if this wasn't on the list. So this is pretty ridiculous and entertaining, right? But I'll tell you, it only gets worse. So that was the part about using campaign money, which he shouldn't have done, but we cannot forget about the falsifying of the documents, because that's a crime as well. As a candidate in the 2022 election, Congressman Santos was required to disclose his financial information. Santos had to certify it as true, complete, and correct to the best of his knowledge. Santos filed his statement 3 months late on September 6th of 2022. He did not file an extension, and he did not pay the required late fee. So it honestly seems like this guy is on a mission to break every rule that he comes across. Like, what a rebel. Anyways, Santos had to disclose certain assets, and this is what he listed. Number 1, an apartment in Brazil valued up to $1 million. 2, a checking account with up to $250,000 in it. 3, a savings account with up to $5 million in it. And number 4, 100% ownership in a company called Devolder that pays up to $5 million in dividends each year in 2021 and in 2022. So do you think that what he listed was accurate? The report said, and I quote, "Each of these disclosures was false, and the 4 assets are listed right above it." The report said that at the date of his filing, Santos had $6,692 in his savings accounts, and by the end of that day, his savings account dipped down to $3,068 because his rent check cleared. He had $1,579 in his primary checking accounts, and that dipped down to $35 that day after he paid his personal credit card. And Devolder, his company that was supposedly paying Santos $5 million a year in dividends because it was so wildly profitable, was actually losing money. His tax return shows that Devolder was at a net loss of $90,785. And Santos collected unemployment income of $20,304 in 2021. And to top it off, Congressman Santos was telling everyone that he drives a Maserati. But he had an auto loan for about $50,000 with Westlake Financial in 2021 for a Mercedes. Okay, so OnlyFans, Hermes, Ferragamo, Atlantic City, Las Vegas. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think about all this. But you know what the ethics committee and the congressman thought? They were not amused.
They were not amused.
After the release of the reports, the politicians immediately condemned Santos. Congressman Santos is a Republican. Both Republicans and Democrats are saying that they want to expel him from Congress. So the House Ethics Committee Chairman Michael Guest filed a resolution to expel Santos. The chairman said, and I quote, "The evidence uncovered in the investigation is more than sufficient to warrant punishment, and the most appropriate punishment is expulsion. I have filed an expulsion resolution." The House of Representatives is currently on Thanksgiving vacation. They get back on November 28th, so the earliest that they can proceed with an expulsion is on the 28th. And Santos responded on Twitter, on X, "I will continue on my mission."
He's broken so many local laws. Federal government should force the states to press charges on all of his federal offenses. I mean, all of his local offenses. It's fucking so stupid. He's ripped so many people off. Fucking charge him, you know?
To serve my
Put him in jail.
constituents up until I am allowed. I will, however, not be seeking re-election for a second term in 2024. You know, how unfortunate, right? So we just keep in mind that we just covered the theft of campaign money. We didn't even touch upon the theft of public funds. So that's a whole nother issue. And you already know how I feel about most politicians and how they pillage and how they steal from taxpayers. So I believe that you and I believe that we deserve better. Just look at Congressman Santos. This is just ridiculous. It's a clown show. So let me know what you think. I look forward to reading your comments. Please subscribe. I wish you a very nice day. President Biden had a meeting with the dictator of China, Xi Jinping. So I want to tell you what happened at this meeting, and I want to tell you about the new agreement between the United States of America and China. First, I want to get this out of the way because I know that I'm going to see this in the comments down below. If you didn't know, President Biden was asked whether Xi Jinping is a dictator, and President Biden said he's a dictator. Therefore, I want to use the correct title when addressing Xi. President Biden called Xi a dictator a few months ago. That really upset China. Chinese state media called it a provocation, but Biden said it again. Okay, so with that out of the way, let me tell you all about this meeting. The meeting took place about 35 miles south of San Francisco. It took place in Woodside, that's right next to Palo Alto, Menlo Park. It's right next to Stanford. Dictator Xi was here in the States for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Gathering in San Francisco. Now, I know San Francisco has their share of problems, but don't worry, the police cleared out all the homeless people in the area days in advance, right before the gathering. It's basically like the photo ops that North Korea does when they invite the international community. Anyways, since Xi Jinping was already here in the States for the gathering, Biden and Xi thought that, might as well meet up and try to ease the tension between the United States of America and China, and they did. And believe me, there is a lot of tension. The spy balloon incident, you remember that one? Nancy Pelosi visiting Taiwan, people are wondering whether China was going to shoot that plane out of the sky. The trade tariffs, the technology sanctions, and that goes both ways. So the relationship is very tense right now, and okay, it is tense, but when they met, it didn't seem like that. It didn't appear that way, but appearances can be deceiving. So they lay out the red carpet for Dictator Xi. President Biden greets the dictator with a handshake, and they get down to business. And they're rolling with their whole crew. We're talking about both sides. From Janet Yellen to Blinken, John Kerry, it's a star-studded cast. And the meeting goes on for 4 hours. Now, most importantly, let me tell you what they talked about and what they achieved. We're going to start with fentanyl. So fentanyl is a synthetic opioid. It's 50 times stronger than heroin. So many Americans are overdosing on it. Many Americans are dying because it's so strong. You make fentanyl with chemicals, and they're known as precursors. If you watch Breaking Bad, then you know all about this. And those precursors are manufactured and distributed by Chinese chemical companies. And they're smuggled into the U.S. through Mexico. And a big issue is that fentanyl is being mixed with other drugs, and a lot of times it's by accidental contamination. And because it's so strong, so just a little bit of contamination and it becomes lethal, it becomes fatal. So without a doubt, it's a sad situation, it's a bad situation. So Biden and Xi made an agreement. Xi agreed to prevent illegal exportation of precursors. A senior official actually told the press that if China were to take action, then this would be a big setback for drug dealers in Latin America. Supply chain issues. But that is if Xi actually does take action. Biden said he can trust the dictator, but Biden said trust but verify.
He won't.
The United States says that they want
There's
China
a
to
big fucking income from China, that's fentanyl. It's a huge fucking percentage of their fucking money that comes in every year. So I don't think they're gonna, just because it says it's not gonna do it. I mean, nope.
crack down on specific companies involved in precursor production. President Biden said it's going to save lives, and he appreciates China's commitment on this issue. Let's talk about the military. So the new agreement is that military communications will resume between the United States of America and China. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will be paired up with his Chinese counterpart, and they're going to pair up down the military chain of command. So they're basically establishing a buddy system. President Biden said, and I quote, "We made some important progress. I am pleased to announce that after many years of being on hold, we are restarting cooperation between the United States and the People's Republic of China. Secondly, we are resuming military-to-military contact, direct contacts." And of course, this leads to the issue of Taiwan. Taiwan is important to the United States because of their advanced chip technology. And secondly, the U.S. needs Taiwan to blockade China's navy. So from what they discussed and the situation as a whole, China is not going to do anything right now. They're not on the brink of invading Taiwan because right now, honestly, it's not a good time for them. China gave assurances that they're not going to escalate any tensions. They're not going to escalate any kind of conflict. Okay, so this does not mean that China has changed their stance on Taiwan. Not at all. China continues to claim that Taiwan is part of their country. Biden responded by emphasizing the need for peace and stability. So Biden asked Xi, just straight up, to respect the electoral process of Taiwan because, well, she's a dictator and dictators don't respect electoral processes. But Xi told Biden that China prefers peaceful reunification, but Xi said that there has to be a resolution at some point and that China may have to resort to forceful reunification. Now, moving on to the economy. So, without a doubt,
Moving on.
Nobody can deny this, that the Chinese
We're gonna do it forcefully.
economy
Moving on.
has been growing very rapidly in the past few decades. But right now, China is facing serious economic challenges. If you look at the United States, if you look at the U.S. governments, I mean, we are not a perfect example. We've gone over this thoroughly in previous videos, how screwed up the U.S. government is, especially with finances. But if you think that the government, the U.S.
Snoop
government
was trolling.
is in bad
He
shape financially, then just know that the
Snoop
Chinese
really isn't
government
quitting cannabis.
is in worse shape. You can look at their debt to
he's not.
GDP. It is a disaster.
It was just
Their
for
debts,
views.
their money printing, their currency devaluation is even worse. China also has a demographics
I hope he
problem
loses a whole bunch
with
of
an
support
aging
and viewers
population. So
for being
every
a
passing
dick.
year for them means
Yeah,
less
that's a dick move
productivity.
for sure.
He
more
hurt
expenses
fucking
for
cannabis
healthcare
today.
and social programs. So
You
if
know?
you think it's bad here in the States,
Yeah.
it's just
Big
exponentially
asshole.
worse over their demographics. And now the tariffs and technological sanctions, they're further suppressing the growth
Hey,
of
Lordy
China's
Nordy.
economy. At the meeting, dictator Xi requested that Biden lift certain sanctions. Xi wanted Biden to remove export controls for certain pieces of equipment. So basically, all these requests that were coming from Xi explicitly, they were for tech. It's all about the smart chips. Because think about it, you cannot make the most cutting-edge fighter jets or radar systems or missiles without top-of-the-line smart chips. China said stifling China's technological progress is a move to contain China's high-quality development and deprive the Chinese people of their rights to development. And it's not just about military applications and weaponry, because you need smart chips for advanced computing, you need it for AI, data centers, etc. But Biden gave no indication that he would soften his stance on these restrictions.
Good.
So regardless,
Fucking good.
I do want to mention this. Even though that there are these restrictions in place, China is still buying and getting their hands on chip-making tools to manufacture advanced chips. Obviously not enough to manufacture the quantity or the quality that they'd like, but it's still occurring. So those are the highlights of the meeting, and I want to clarify that. I want to make sure there's no confusion about this. You should not expect any type of big change overnight. Both leaders are trying to make incremental progress in bettering the relationship. So don't get me wrong, it's not like both countries are trying to become best friends. That's not the case. They're simply trying to prevent conflict. So it's incremental steps in bettering your relationship. And honestly, this is probably better than giving the cold shoulder, doing the silent treatment. And the way I see it regarding this meeting is that, okay, the results, what happened is, I would say not bad. It could have gone worse, right? It could have gone much, much worse. Now, I'm going to give you my take on the situation. I'm going to keep it brutally honest. I'm going to keep it real. The highlights of the meeting were fentanyl and military cooperation. Regarding the economies, they didn't accomplish it. They really didn't accomplish much because Biden's not going to lift any tariffs. He's not going to lift any sanctions. And China, they're not going to do us any favors. It's not like they're going to go shopping and buying U.S. treasuries. They're going to continue dumping treasuries at a record pace. In terms of the fentanyl, let's just keep it real. They're not going to do anything. Why should they care, right? China might crack down on a
Right,
chemical
Cyber?
company or two,
There you go.
and it might be,
Yeah.
it'll probably be like a slap on the wrist, and it'll just be for show. But I guarantee you that fentanyl ODs are not going to decrease anytime soon. Regarding military cooperation, yes, I do believe that they will communicate with each other, so they're going to open up their communication lines, but it's just going to be superficial communication. China is still going to try to steal intel, they're still going to try to steal IP, and, well, we're not going to hand it over to them on a silver platter. And the hostilities, they're just going to continue over airspace, over boundaries, and that's not going to change. But in my opinion, I would say at least we're communicating. As I said, I'm just being optimistic here. Things could be worse. So to me, it seems like this meeting achieved nothing, which in my opinion is great. That's a victory because at least it did not escalate the tension. So I'm happy that Biden held it together. He didn't do anything bizarre. That's just my opinion. But please let me know what you think. Please give me your opinion in the comments down below. I look forward to reading your comments. Please subscribe. I thank you for the support, and I wish you a very nice day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that he still called him a dictator and shit, and he didn't back down. That's actually surprising.
Yeah, that is surprising.
Of their nose and tell you why. Why should I leave my home to go to the home of another? Palestinians don't want to leave their land. So, two things here. You do this, one, the Palestinian cause gets totally ruined. Israel occupies the rest of the land. Two, you will have Israeli forces in Egypt. Because then they're just going, because look at it. An armed force hits at Israel, they waged a war. So what if another armed force hits at Israel? They're gonna wage a war on Egypt? So protecting Sinai is imperative. Palestinians having their land is even more imperative. They don't want Sinai. So this rhetoric, why doesn't Egypt give them Sinai? It's so audacious to say that. It's so audacious to say that. As if, for example, Aaron is like, oh, someone is bombing my house. I'm like, why don't you just go to someone else's house? It's a supremacist mentality, you know? That you have the right to dictate what I should then do. It's also as if you're telling the Palestinians, why aren't you accepting what Israel is doing? Just go somewhere else. Or don't you say you're tight-knit with all of the rest of the Arabs? Why don't they take you? And it's so hypocritical because at one point, especially Eastern European Jews, during the atrocities that were happening to them, they had nowhere to go. They had nowhere to go. So you're seeing things that are so blatantly hypocritical and ironic that you just have, there's no smart jargon now to use and the suits and the panels to start speaking about the situation. All of that has been deemed useless and farcical. All of these institutions that we used to put on a pedestal and say, the United Nations. What is the United Nations there for? To avoid these kinds of humanitarian atrocities. And yet here we are. And it just goes to show that the Zionist movement has its tentacles not only in major industries, but with thought leaders, with major politicians, with media outlets. So it is like what I said at the border. Who's left to speak up for the Palestinians?
And when you went on Piers Morgan's show to talk about your exchange with Clarissa Ward, he started the interview by basically asking you if you wanted to apologize. Let's see a clip of that.
You were on CNN. I know Clarissa Ward, the correspondent that you were very passionate towards. In my opinion, having worked at CNN, she is one of the best foreign correspondents in the world. And I felt absolutely has tried to straddle this very tricky line of reporting fairly and accurately on what is a horrendous conflict. When you look back at yourself in that exchange with Clarissa, how do you feel about the way that you addressed her? Do you have any regret? Or do you feel you could have expressed yourself differently? Or do you feel that it accurately represented how you were feeling?
I'm not going to waste my time talking about the report with Clarissa. because this takes away from the point. You mentioned before there was a deadlock in the debate. There's no deadlock in the debate. There is terror in the debate. You are unable to debate with Israel because what's happened so far is we're witnessing the sick relationship between the United States and Israel, where basically the United States has given a permission for Israel to have genocide on ground. And what's happened is we're seeing no one can say no to Israel. The United Nations isn't able to say no to Israel without repercussions. Media figures aren't able to say no to Israel without repercussions. So what ends up happening is that you're basically raising a spoiled brat you're unable to say no to, that has now grown up to be a sociopath.
Now, in response, you steered the question to what's going on in Gaza because it's such a ridiculous question. But I was curious. I mean, what did you think when he tried to suggest to you that you should apologize to Clarissa Ward of CNN?
We should ask you if you're going to apologize to Piers Morgan. I'm just kidding.
I was genuinely amused. But also, it's another thing that amused me even more. When I was talking about the bias of Western media and how problematic that was, and he was like, and he suddenly, and this is something I've seen before in a lot of interviews. Hey, I got you here. I got you to speak. How many pro-Palestinians have I got? And in him doing so, he exposed that there was a bias. In him stating that he's been the outlet for Palestinians, he exposed that there's bias elsewhere. So he sort of, in a way, reiterated what I was saying, that there is an issue that people who speak up for Palestine are accosted on air. I see these interviews where Palestinian people speaking even with history are not allowed to speak. They're accosted midway, and they're not listened to. It's not an interview. I'm not listening to you. I'm just waiting to attack you or to wait for you to, I always say this. If you are waiting to get insulted, you will get insulted. And these are the sort of interviews we're seeing where where these interview hosts are taking it very personally. You taking something like this personally is not just selfish and wrong. It's so hindering to a real problem, a real humanitarian problem, where people are on edge or seeing complete misrepresentation, which is amounting to right now, what is the death toll? Over 11,000 Palestinians dead. How many are under the rubble? Such atrocities that you can't even fathom how then certain media outlets are A, covering it up, B, not allowing people to speak up. So when you see an interview like this where someone is giving themselves a pat on the back for bringing out people to speak on Palestine, obviously you're just you wanna, what is it called when you do that face palm? What is it?
A face palm?
Yes, that's one.
Yeah. He's damning the media with faint praise, and I mean he's pointing out how what makes his show unique is that he has Palestinian guests on, or guests who are supporting the Palestinian people, which does speak to what the inherent bias, which is that other networks just default
Katie
to
Halper,
have
hell
someone
yeah.
defending Israel, and there's no one else there.
That's my girl.
In terms of the media framing, though, so you said that journalists should go to Gaza. Barring that, given that it can be a death sentence to be a journalist there, what do you think the media needs to be doing in terms of framing? So, like, we constantly see, like, Piers Morgan does will you condemn Hamas? You have these different talking points, right? Israel has the right to defend itself. What is the context that the media should be providing that they're not providing, or the questions they should be asking that they're not asking?
That's a very good point. So I was talking to Yora Eid, she's a Palestinian journalist, and she was telling me about this. She was telling me how she'd be speaking to outlets, and she lost over 40 members of her family. And the first thing they do is ask her, do you condemn Hamas? It's as if I'm not even thinking. First of all, as a journalist, you're supposed to study the person you're going to interview. That's ABC journalism. I'm supposed to study who you are, if you've had recent events, and take that into account. Even if I'm gonna ask you to condemn Hamas, but it's not about. It's how you ask your question. Study first. Maybe you, and also there has to be a curiosity as a journalist. I actually want to know what's happening. So when there are interviews that I'm watching where people who start to speak about what's happening in Palestine are given 30 seconds before they're interrupted, well, you're not listening. You're not listening. You need to listen. So listening is something. I can't believe I'm saying listening is something. So journalists ought to listen. Yes, you ought to listen. You ought to not interrupt people who start to speak about Palestine. Christina Amanpour, who I used to put on such a pedestal when she was talking to Hazem Zomno, with her finger, with her index finger, which is quite impolite in our country, I feel. And she's like, but do you listen to him first? Ask him, but listen to him first. You're supposed to be a seasoned journalist. So also, it's interesting. When this was happening, I had someone who works in CNN before I was at the Rafah crossing tell me, hey, do you know anybody who can speak for Palestine? We need to just bring someone on board. You haven't even studied who are the proper spokespeople, who's on ground, who's in Gaza, who's in the West Bank. They haven't even studied the geography of Palestine. And in studying the geography of Palestine, you're going to realize the catastrophe that Israel did. I think it was either 69 or even before that, when they just sort of divided Palestinians so that it's a divide and conquer strategy. Just in knowing the geography, you're going to have a historical backdrop, because you're going to ask yourself why. Journalists need to start asking themselves why. Or if you are in the studio and you are being given a certain script, revise your script. So there was also another CNN news anchor who talked about the beheading of babies, although I shouldn't really reprimand her because the United States president came out and said that he saw beheaded children.
Right.
And he mentioned it again, by the way, this
And he
week.
mentioned it again recently.
Yeah.
Does it get, if I am doing a dark comedy, I wouldn't write this in because I feel like it's a little bit over the top. It is a ridiculous situation. So when I have the US president saying something like this, why should I reprimand a mediocre news anchor who had a clip of her running in a hotel room, which is again so amusing. She's in Tel Aviv or something, and she's running, and she's like, "I'm so scared." You're in a hotel room. You have a running bath. You have water. I see the thing you use to blow dry your hair.
Right.
Are you kidding me? I'm shocked. It's getting to a point where people who see the truth are just stunned. So, sorry. Back to my point. I deviated. It's just.
No, it's all relevant what you're saying.
So she came out and said the whole thing about the editing. Now, dear Sarah, why is it dangerous to have such a lie? Because later you also have a rise in Islamophobia, and I prefer to call it Arabophobia, because we are Christian.
Arabophobia.
And you just see these Arabs that are getting attacked. I think Aaron, you also had told me about this again, about the young Palestinian kid who was killed in the U.S. So you're encouraging hate crime. So even as a journalist, you get this piece of news. What do? You shouldn't want to be sensational. So you get views. There has to be some moral compass of me. Yeah, if I say beheaded babies, it's gonna go viral. But let me take 5 minutes to fact check. How am I gonna do that? I'm not just taking my news, my raw material of news from the studio. I also have, this is ABC journalists. You should have your own sources. You should have your own sources on ground. Hey, Fadi, hey, Ahmed, you're in Palestine. We're hearing about this beheaded babies. Do you have something? Let me know. What are your officials saying? What are the people saying? So if you're not taking into account what everyone is saying, all parties, all facets, because at the end of the day, if I'm looking at something from this angle, you're looking at it from this angle. My job as a journalist is to give you the 360-degree angle. So you decide who you're going to be standing for. I'm not telling you they should be mouthpieces and tell you, save Palestine. Palestine ought to be free, which I definitely believe. However, in this case, I'm not a journalist. But as a journalist, you should say, well, this UN, this illegal act happened, this illegal act happened, this Palestinian journalist was killed, over 30 Palestinian journalists were killed.
Scramby
And
eggs.
I say the numbers, I give you the facts, I give you the whole, even if I say Palestinians say this person says this, and then you decide. Give people, you know what? Western media at this point is disrespectful of its own people. Give people the respect of knowing the truth and then deciding for themselves. Why are you deciding for them? And it all goes back to the Zionist control. APEC, millions, everyone in their pocket. To that extent, greed has dictated your moral compass. That is so sad. Then I don't, you know something? Despite everything that's happening to the Palestinians, despite the mothers holding lifeless children, despite the pain we see when adults are themselves scared and hurt that they're unable to console children whose whole families are under rubble, despite all of that, I don't feel sorry for the Palestinians. I don't feel sorry for the Palestinians.
Why do you not feel sorry for them? Can you elaborate on what you were just saying?
I don't feel sorry for the Palestinians. I do feel sorry for the people who are manipulating the truth. I do feel sorry for people who are looking at these children and would have a different perspective if these children were their own. As human beings, we need to have empathy for one another. It is so important, and I'm really the last one to be the, you know.
She doesn't make any
we
sense
always
what she
joke
just
about
said. It's almost like she doesn't understand English.
the beauty pageants where the women come up and say, we want world peace, you know. But I really, really do mean it. It hurts when we've been dehumanized for so long that children from the Arab world, from the African world, are seen as lesser than. It really hurts. And it's so, the injustice is painful. And to see that the problem you have is the parallel. What's happening in Palestine, parallel to that, what's happening in the rest of the world. This is what's always scary to see.
She never explained
so
herself.
When you have these kinds of atrocities,
That's really weird.
Where when you are watching videos and Palestinians are telling you we are showing you our deaths, our tragedies, we are recording this, and then you have on the other side, because you have the evidence, it's all there. There's no point even regurgitating it because it's there. And then when you have that, and then when you have parallel to that, people who are denying the basic rights, denying a ceasefire, how cruel could you be? Not only that, you don't just have that the Palestinians are being killed. You don't just have arrest with full impunity especially in the West Bank. You don't just have these. You also have that Palestinians have their electricity cut off, their communication cut off. If this was a war, how is Israel so hands-on when it comes to their communication, their electricity, and the supplies coming in and out? And you dare call it a war? No water. They're drinking almost sewage water now. No food. You're starving them. You're starving them and bombing them. This is a genocide. Would be a kindness to what's happening.
And why don't you feel sorry for them? What?
To think.
This whole thing she said, I don't feel sorry for Palestinians. And
I always say it because my great grandmother was Jewish, so I can say this.
I don't think
but
she
I
understands.
always say, I believe that Israel is one of the most anti-Semitic entities there ever was. Ever. Jews, Christians, Muslims lived great it was an empire, under the Ottoman Empire, but we were fine. The Jews of Iraq, some of the most beautiful Jews out there. The Jews of Egypt. As soon as the creation of Israel, and they started speaking in the name of Judaism, and committing such atrocities in the name of Judaism, they started pitting everyone against each other. We were in this region. We weren't the ones who were creating the Holocaust and having the pogrom It was Eastern European Jews and Western Europeans. Eastern Europeans may have been worse, but it wasn't in our region. And this is what a lot of Palestinians are saying. And the thing is, it's always interesting when I see Germany carrying the guilt for what it's done historically. You should, by the way. You should carry the guilt. But I don't see Britain carrying that same guilt. I don't see Britain, after they didn't even consult with the people of Palestine to bring in thousands of Jewish settlers from Europe, so a different culture, a different understanding, over to the people of Palestine. They never consulted the people of Palestine. They just sent over ships. They had their mandate, and they sort of, and then in a series of events, and also you had the thing is, Zionists have this tunnel vision. They're very smart. They understood the importance of the parallel that I was speaking about. You had Golda Meir, this honestly effective woman, go to Europe, tell them, you know what, give us the funding, give us the weapons, we're gonna take care of the region. Here you go. Why aren't you carrying that guilt?
Weird.
Fireworks in the courtroom. Donald Trump finally testified in open court, and it did not go well. In just one incident in the New York Attorney General's $250 million civil fraud case, Trump repeatedly pulled out a piece of paper out of his suit jacket, sparking conflict with Judge Arthur Engoron. And when Trump asked Engoron if he, quote, would like to see it, the judge reacted like any sensible person who has just been asked if he wanted to see what a man is keeping in his pocket.
I don't need to see that.
But the order of the deal says never take no for an answer, so nevertheless, Trump persisted. He said, quote, I would love to read this, Your Honor, if I could. Am I allowed to do that? The judge was irritated, telling Trump again, no, not at this point. But Trump insisted that the paper would completely clear his name. What was this mysterious piece of paper? Well, Trump believes that he can win the civil trial with one weird trick, a disclaimer clause on his financial statements. And he said, quote, I think that the statements of financial conditions were very good, were actually somewhat conservative, and they were totally protected, and so am I by the disclaimer clause. But the thing is, before trial, Judge Engoron had already ruled that the disclaimer doesn't insulate Trump from his fraud claims. So the judge told Trump to, quote, read my opinion again, or for the first time, perhaps. And Trump professed to be shocked by the judge's refusal to read the piece of paper. Quote, he called me a fraud, and he didn't know anything about me. But the thing is, judges get to decide matters of law before the trial even starts, and the judge had already decided that the disclaimer wasn't a valid legal defense. But yeah, Trump really was losing control and really was yelling and pointing at the judge while on the witness stand. He continued, quote, the fraud is on the court, not on me. The fraud is on her. Here, Trump was referring to Tish James. Quote, I think she is a political hack. She used this case to try to become governor. This is a disgrace. All you have to do is read the legal papers and the scholars. This is a political witch hunt, and I think you should all be ashamed of yourself. Now, it should probably not surprise you to learn that generally witnesses don't get to introduce things into evidence by pulling objects out of their sweaty underclothes. And the financial statements at issue here, which all contain the disclaimer, had already been admitted into evidence. But Trump was determined to have some kind of Perry Mason moment, and this led to some intense moments between him and the judge. And this was just one of the insane things that happened when Donald Trump took the stand in the New York Attorney General's civil fraud trial. And the trial isn't even over yet. But a lot has happened, so let's talk about what happened when Trump took the stand. Now, through all this, Trump has requested that his trials be televised. And I hate to say it, but I really agree with the former president on this point. Some people claim it would be good for Trump, some people claim it would be good for prosecutors, but either way, this is of national importance, and it really seems like the public has a right to know. Sadly, here, this trial is not televised, so unfortunately we have to rely on secondhand accounts. But there were a lot of people taking seemingly very good notes during this whole thing. Now, as you may recall, this trial stems from a civil lawsuit filed by the New York Attorney General, Letitia James. The lawsuit accuses Trump, John Jr., Eric, the Trump Organization, and several company executives of inflating the value of the Trump Organization's assets and Trump's personal wealth to obtain better terms on loans and insurance. The New York Attorney General wants to recoup $250 million and limit the Trump's ability to do business in New York. And before the trial, Judge Arthur Engoron already ruled that Trump committed financial fraud by overstating the value of his assets, and he canceled the New York business certificates of several of Trump businesses. That order is stayed pending appeal. Now, the current trial will resolve the other fraud claims and determine what penalties the Trumps must pay. During the trial, Trump has continually accused Judge Engoron of pursuing him for political reasons, and after he shared a social media post attacking the judge's principal law clerk, Judge Engoron issued a limited gag order. Now, Trump violated that order twice, and Judge Engoron has fined him $5,000 and then $10,000. And because of this conduct, Trump was forced to take the stand for the first time to defend the references that he was making in the media, where he claimed that the witness that he was referring to was Michael Cohen, not the judge's clerk, but Judge Engoron all but called Trump a liar. He said, quote, "As a trier of fact, I find this testimony rings hollow and untrue. The Oxford English Dictionary defines alongside as close to the side of, next to. So yeah, probably not how you want your first testimony in that court to go." But the judge's gag order initially only applied to Trump, but then Trump's lawyers, Christopher Kise and Alina Habba, started criticizing the clerk during trial. They argued that she was passing the judge notes and that this was evidence of anti-Trump bias. Clerks communicate with their judges. That's a perfectly acceptable practice. As I'm sure Kise and Habba surely know, Judge Engoron then extended the gag order to limit Kise and Habba, and that too is now repealed. But things went equally poorly when Trump took the stand in the case in chief. When Trump took the stand, he clashed with the judge immediately, giving long-winded answers and serving up political monologues. Kise told the judge that Trump's decades as a real estate developer gave his opinion extra weight. Quote, "If my choices were Donald Trump or Attorney General James, respectfully, I would go with Donald Trump." Kise urged the judge to give Trump, who he described as the once and future president, leeway to answer questions the way that he wanted to. Quote, "With this witness, I would suggest it's far more efficient to listen to what he has to say and take it in." But that comment struck a nerve with Judge Engoron. He said, quote, "No, I'm not here to hear what he has to say. I'm here to hear him answer questions. Sit down." Judge Engoron said he was considering drawing negative conclusions from Trump's testimony. Quote, "We got another speech. I beseech you to control him if you can. If you can't, I will. I will excuse him and draw every negative inference that I can." Now remember, this is a bench trial, so Engoron is acting as the trier of fact, who will decide what really happened. Here, there's no jury, famously because it seems that Trump's lawyers did not request a jury or check the box that would have created a jury in this situation. It's actually incredibly normal for a judge to be the trier of fact instead of a jury. It happens all the time, especially in business-related matters. But here, I think it was clear that Trump's team wanted a jury and just forgot to check the box. But later on in the questioning, Trump was especially triggered by questions about Mar-a-Lago, the Florida golf club where he resides for most of...
God, this goes on for 15 more minutes. I'm going to stop it. Listen, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. Thank you, Cyber, Pinoy. You guys have good nights. Everybody take care. What happened to Pinoy? I can hear Pinoy. I just don't see him.
Yeah, no, I had to. I was cleaning my jar of stuff. I just.
Oh, there he is.
Made, so.
All right, you guys have a good night. Everybody take care. All right.
Thank you, brother. Love you, man.